Babinduliya Purve Dasi Napekayati Abe Kripa Lobhiya Joy Kritartha Haribe Natha Abe Kripa Lobhiya Joy Kritartha Haribe Natha Shakti Buddhi Ami Ati Shakti Buddhi Ami Ati Shakti Buddhi Ami Ati Shakti Buddhi Ami Ati Koramore Atoshato Koramore Atoshato Babinduliya Korore Dasi Jogata Sare Ichu nahi pai Tomar karuna shara Jogata Sare Ichu nahi pai Tomar karuna shara Karuna na hoile Kadiya Kadiya 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 Rana Lakshmi Boha Rana Lakshmi Boha Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Gurudev Gurudev Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev Gurudev Do one more. Jaya Jaya Shri Guru Prema Kalpataru Jaya Jaya Shri Guru Prema Adbhuta Japa Parakash Adbhuta Japa Parakash Jaya Jaya Shri Guru, the song. Adbhuta Japa Parakash Adbhuta ইহলোচন আনন্দ ইহলোচন আনন্দ অযাচিত মোহেন পতিত হে যোগ পতিত হে যোগ অযাচিত পতিত হে যোগ পতিত হে যোগ যাচিত দুরমতি অগতি সতত সতে মতে দুরমতি অগতি সতত সতে মতে নাহি সুখী লোমলে নাহি সুখী লোমলে শ্রী বৃন্দাবন যুগল ভজন শ্রী বৃন্দাবন যুগল ভজন তাহে করল উপদে তাহে করল উপদে জয় জয় নির্মল গৌরা প্রেমর সচিন্তনে প্রেমর সচিন্তনে নির্মল গৌরা প্রেমর সচিন্তনে প্রেমর সচিন্তনে পুরাণ জগৎ পুরাণ জগৎ রতি নাহি তুঝে রতি নাহি সজনা
Translation? Sorry. All glories to Sri Guru, the desired tree of prema, whose manifestation is most astonishing. With effulgent moonbeams of knowledge, he destroys the vast darkness of ignorance in the heart. His eyes are the abode of bliss. Seeing a person as fallen as me, this personality voluntarily gave me Harinam without even my asking. I am wicked and helpless, and my mind is constantly absorbed in mundane matters. I do not possess even one iota of devotional merit. Yet, he still instructs me about the mood, about Sri Vrindavan, and the treasure of bhajan of the divine couple. Showering the world with the pure nectar of gold acclaim, Sri Guru fulfills everyone's hopes. Having not developed rati for his lotus feet, this Vaishnava Das proves.
So today is Guru Purnima.
Or also called Vyas Purnima.
Yeah. So today is a very, very special and powerful, spiritually powerful day. Because on this day, the Adi Guru, who has given Vedic knowledge to the entire world, that is none other than Sri Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is actually Krishna. He's an empowered incarnation of Krishna. Although he is Jiva, but he is an empowered incarnation. Shakti Avesh. And he was empowered by the literary potency of the Supreme Lord. To do what? To give all the Vedic knowledge within this universe, within this world. So the appearance day of Srila Vyasadeva is celebrated by all the followers of Vedic culture, Vedic religion, Dharma. They all honor Srila Vyasadeva on this day. And in the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, we also do. Although in India, it has become the custom for people in the Hindu religion and so forth, that on this day, this Purnima day, they worship their own guru also on this day. So therefore, when our Gurudev used to stay in Mathura at Sri Keshavji Gaudiya Math, there were many, many thousands and thousands of people who came there on that day. And there would be practically a military operation to somehow or other rope off different entryways and different exits, and then they'd all have to wait in line. And their objective was that they would come in personally in front of Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and he would be sitting on his Vyasasana. They would offer their pranam and also their pranami, some donation. And Srila Narayan Maharaj would also acknowledge and bless them. And in many cases, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cases, he knew those persons by name because he had spent more than 50 years preaching in Mathura. And he knew them, he knew their family members. He would ask them, how is your mother, how is your daughter, like this. So on that day, Srila Gurudev, Srila Narayan Maharaj would sit on that Vyasasana non-stop for about 6 hours, as all the people were filing by, thousands and thousands. And prasadam arrangements were made by the mutt to feed thousands and thousands. So it was quite a spectacle, although I've never personally been there because I've always been sent off preaching on that day. But nevertheless, I've heard it many, many times, and I've seen similar days to that, but nothing on that scale. So Guru Purnima is the day in which people honor their guru, their spiritual master. But in the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, the custom is established by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and by the 6 Goswamis and so forth, that on the Guru Purnima day, on the Guru's appearance day, on his Avirbhav, that means the day in which he appeared, was born in this world, on that day is his Vyas Puja. It is called Vyas Puja because when we're worshipping Sri Guru, we are also worshipping the whole disciplic succession. And so when Guru is specifically worshipped on his appearance day, that day in Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, it is called the Vyas Puja day for that personality on his Avirbhav Mahotsav day. So, and Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, he has very nicely explained the glories of this day, Guru Purnima and Vyas Puja day. And we're going to read some of that, but first, before we do that, I want to sing the song Krishna Hoite Chatur Mukhe, which is the song written by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and telling the names of all of our gurus in the disciplic succession. I have been with Srila Narayan Maharaj on his own appearance day, and on that day he worships all of his gurus, and there's a whole formal system for doing that, in which there are groups of gurus, and they're divided into sets of 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Something like Padya Panchaka. I forget the exact name of it in Sanskrit. So, but it's very important for Sri Guru on his own appearance day to recognize his divine succession in which he is coming and to worship them. So we will first of all sing that song so that we can hear the names of all of our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. Krishna Hoite Chaturmukhe. Krishna Hoite Chaturmukha, Hoy Krishna Sevamukha, Brahma Hoite Naradera Mati, Narada Hoite Vyas, Madhava Kohe Vyasa Das, Purna Pragya Padmanabha Gati. Krishna Hoite Chaturmukha, Hoy Krishna Sevamukha, Brahma Hoite Naradera Mati, Krishna Hoite Chaturmukha, Hoy Krishna Sevamukha, Brahma Hoite Naradera Mati, Narada Hoite Vyas, Madhva Kohe Vyasadas, Purna Pragna Padmanabha Gati, Narada Hoite, Bolo Bolo, Madhva Kohe Vyasadas, Purna Pragna Padmanabha Gati, Nri Hari Madhava Paramahate, Shishya Bole, Angikara Kare Bolo, Srihari Madhava, Achogya, Shishya Bole, Achogyera Shishya Jaya, Kirtana me Paricaya, Taradase Janasinare. Hoite Gaya Nidhi, Bharadasa Vidya Nidhi, Rajendra Hoilota Hoite, Hoite Gaya Nidhi, Sahara Sinkara Jaya, Dharmana me Paricaya, Sahara Sinkara Parampara Balomate, Jaya Dharma Dasye Kyati, Shiguru Shotama Jati, Saha Hoite Brahmanya Tirtha Suri, Jaya Dharma Dasye Kyati, Shiguru Shotama Jati, Sate Brahmanya Tirtha Suri, Vyasa Tirtha Taraka, Lakshmi Pati Vyasada, Vyasa Tirtha Saha Hoite Madhavendra Puri, This is where we change the melody. Bhagavendra Puri Varo Shikya Varo Chitara Nityananda Shriya Vaita Devo Bhagavendra Puri Varo Shikya Varo Chitara Nityananda Shriya Vaita Devo Ishvara Puri Chaitanya Puri Lam Shri Chaitanya Puri Chaitanya Puri Lam Shri Chaitanya Jagadguru Gaura Mahaprabhu Jagadguru Gaura Mahaprabhu Mahaprabhu Shri Chaitanya Radha Krishna nahi anya Rupanuga Chandra Diva Vishwambara Priyankara Shri Swarupa Damodara Vishwambara Priyankara Shri Swarupa Damodara Swami Rupa Sanatana Swami Rupa Sanatana Mahaprabhu Shri Chaitanya Radha Krishna nahi anya Rupa Nuga Chandra Diva Vishwambara Priyankara Shri Swarupa Damodara Shri Goswami Rupa Sanatana Rupa Priya Mahajan Vivaranutaka Har Priya Kavi Krishna Dasa Priya Mahajan Vivaranutaka Har Priya Kavi Krishna Das Krishnadas Priya Varo Narottama Seva Varo Krishnadas Priya Varo Narottama Seva Varo Narpada Vishwanataya Narpada Vishwanataya Vishwanatha Bhakta Sata Baladev Jagannatha Sarapriya Shri Bhakti Vingoda Vishwanatha Bhakta Sata Baladev Jagannatha Sarapriya Shri Bhakti Vingoda Bhagavata Bharo Shri Gaura Kishora Bharo Bhagavata Bharo Shri Gaura Kishora Bharo Hari Bhajane Ke Jara Moga Hari Bhajane Ke
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jagadguru, Shiva Prabhupada, Jagadguru, Shiva Prabhupada. Jaya Jagadguru, Shiva Prabhupada, Jagadguru, Shiva Prabhupada. Jaya Nitai, Jaya Gaur, Jaya Nitai, Jaya Gaur. Jaya Nitai, Jaya Gaur, Jaya Nitai, Jaya Gaur. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Bolo Shri Krishna Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Krishna Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasani Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasani Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Krishna Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasani Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Sai Gauranga, 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 Sai Gauranga. Sai Gauranga, Sai Gauranga, Sai Gauranga, Sai Gauranga. Jaya Satchidananda, Jaya Satchidananda, Jaya Satchidananda, Jaya Satchidananda. Jaya Satchidananda Gaura Hari. Jaya Satchidananda Gaura Hari. Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari. Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari. Jaya Satchidananda Gaura Hari. Jaya Satchidananda Gaura Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Everyone loudly. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Jai Srila Vyasadeva ki jai. Shri Guru Gauranga. Gandharvika Giridhari Radha Vinod Vihari Jiv ki jai. Jai Nityalila Pravishnom Vishnupad Paramahansa Astatara Sata Shri Shila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nityalila Pravishnom Vishnupad Paramahansa Astatara Sata Shri Shila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nityalila Pravishnom Vishnupad Paramahansa Astatara Sata Shri Shila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Srila Churikram Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Srila Bhakti Bhavatirtha Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Srila Bhakti Dayata Madhav Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Srila Gaura Govinda Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jai Nityalila Pravishto Vishnupad Paramahansa Astatara Sata Shri Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nityalila Pravishto Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Astotara Sata Shri Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Jagat Guru Dev Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Srila Gaur Kishore Das Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Paramahansa Mahabhagavad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Saptam Gosai Shri Srila Sachidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Shri Gaudiya Vedanta Charja Baladeva Vibhushan Prabhu ki jai. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur ki jai. Shri Narottam Srinivas Shyamananda Prabhu Trai ki jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Das Raghunath Sad Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Srila Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Gaur Parshada Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se Goho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Shri Navadvip Dhama ki jai. Jai Shri Jagannath Puri Dhama ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Dhama ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopi Go Govardhan Dvadashavanatmaka Shri Braj Mandala Dhama ki jai. Shyama Kunda Radha Kunda Yamuna Ganga Tulsi Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Govinda Radha Gopinath Radha Madan Mohan Jiv ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda Radha Shyama Sundar Radha Raman Radha Damodar Jiv ki jai. जय श्रीमती ललित विशाखा आदि अष्टसखी वृंद की जय। श्री रूप मंजरी रति मंजरी नंग मंजरी आदि मंजरी वृंद की जय। श्रीमती वृंद देवी की जय। श्रीमती पूर्णमासी योगमाय देवी की जय। श्री गोपीश्वर महादेव की जय। सर्वभीष्ट प्रदाता गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्र सुदर्शन चक्र जीव की जय। भक्ति विघ्न विनाशन श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। भक्त प्रवर श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। चारों धाम चारों संप्रदाय चारों आचार्य की जय। आकर मत राज श्री चैतन्य मत की जय और अनन्य शाखा मत समूह की जय। श्री विश्व वैष्णव राज सभा की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। त्रिभुवन पावन हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। त्रिभुवन मंगल हरि नाम प्रभु की जय। हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय। सचिनंदन गौर हरि की जय। श्री नित्यानंद महाजन की जय। श्री पंच तत्व की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरून् दीनतारिणम्। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति रक्षक श्रीधर गोस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपदाय राधिकायै प्रियात्मने श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत नारायण नामने। श्री कृष्ण लीला कथने सुदक्षम औदौर्य माधुर्य गुणैश्च युक्तम परम वरेण्यम पुरुषं महान्तं नारायणं तं शिरसा नमामि। त्रिदंडिनां भक्त शिरोमणिं च श्री कृष्ण पादाब्जभृतैक हृदि चैतन्य लीलामृत सारसारं नारायणं तं सततं प्रपद्ये। नमो विष्णुपदाय आचार्य सिंह रूपिणे श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशवीति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती नामिने। श्री वर्षवानवी देवी दायताय कृपब्दये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायने प्रभवे नमः। मधुर्य उज्ज्वल प्रेमाद्य श्री रूपानुग भक्तिदा श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते। नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्री मूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपानुग विरुद्धाप सिद्धान्तवन्तहारिणे। नमो गौर किशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्य मूर्तये विप्रलम्बर सांबुधे पदाम्बुजायते नमः। नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगवरायते। गौराविर्भाव भूमिस्त्वं निर्देष्ट सज्जन प्रिय वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदनाय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे नमः। Nityanandam Namastubhyam Premananda Pradayane Kalo Kalamashanashaya Janava Pataye Namaha. Bande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityanando Sahodito Gaudo Daye Pushpavanto Chitro Shamdo Tamonudo Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vrindai Tulsi Devbai Priyai Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Prane Devi Satyavachai Namo Namo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Everyone, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So first of all, I'm offering my unlimited Dandavat pranams and my Shraddha Pushpanjali at the lotus feet of my most worshipable beloved Gurudev Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtotarasata Sri Srila A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada, who brought this message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the entire world. And without him, most of us would never have heard of the name of Krishna in our life. Then I'm offering my same unlimited Dandavat pranams and my Shraddha Pushpanjali at the lotus feet of my most worshipable beloved Siksha Gurudevs Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtotarasata Sri Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj and Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtotarasata Sri Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And through these two Siksha Gurus of mine, I learned Guru Tattva to a very deep extent that I could never even have imagined before. So my unlimited Dandavat pranams at their divine lotus feet, my Dandavat pranams to all of my Sri Sri Rupanuga Guru Varga, and on this holy day, the divine appearance day in this world of the divine incarnation of Krishna, who came to this world to give all the Vedic knowledge and to write down the Vedic knowledge for all generations of Jiva souls. And that is none other than Krishna, Dvaipayana Veda Vyasa Dev. So this is his divine appearance day, his Avirbhav Maha Mahotsav Titi, and everyone throughout India, they are very jubilantly and very ecstatically singing and dancing and praising Sri Guru Tattva on this day and all throughout the entire world. And so I offer my Dandavat pranams at his divine lotus feet and pray that we can become one tiny little speck of dust at his lotus feet. My Dandavat pranams to all of the Vaishnavas and to all of the Vaishnavis, my Dandavat pranams. So the celebration of Guru Purnima is very essential for the disciple. And without celebrating and glorifying Sri Guru, there's no possibility for the jivas to make spiritual advancement and to realize their relationship with Krishna. Why? Because Krishna does not accept direct. If someone tries to directly approach Krishna and worship only Him, they will not be successful. And why is that? They will not be able to achieve their relationship with Krishna, even if they directly try to approach Krishna. Why is that? Because Krishna has made Himself available to all the jivas throughout all the material universes by the principle called Guru Tattva. Sri Guru, the truth of the essential principle of Sri Guru. Who is that? Who is this essential principle of Sri Guru? Actually, it's none other than Krishna Himself. It is Krishna Himself coming in this form of Sri Guru. And He has come to make Himself available to the conditioned souls who want to attain their eternal well-being. They want to attain knowledge of their identity, of what is this material world, of why am I here, why am I suffering, all of these questions. Krishna has come as Sri Guru, in the form of Sri Guru, and He has manifested in innumerable forms throughout innumerable universes. So this principle of Sri Guru, it means, as our Srila Prabhupada used to say, the Supreme Personality of Servitor Godhead. The Supreme Personality of Servitor Godhead. Sri Guru is none other than Krishna Himself coming as His own servant to teach all the jivas how to serve Krishna. And therefore, Krishna does not accept the jiva's service directly. They get Sukriti and so forth, certainly. Even Agyata Sukriti, by coming in contact with Bhakti and by coming in contact with holy places, holy times, holy personalities and so forth, all the jivas benefit from this. They get, even unknowingly, they get Agyata Sukriti. But unless the jivas approach the eternal servant of the Supreme Lord who has come into this world to actually give this gift to the jivas of their relationship with the Supreme Lord. Unless the jivas do that, they cannot be successful. They'll have to continue to rotate in the cycle of birth and death. Only when the jivas become extremely fortunate, then what happens? Well, Krishna has arranged for them to become fortunate. How? Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavan Jeev. After wandering and wandering in the material universes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told this to Sanatana Goswami, whose disappearance day it is today also. Forgot to mention. Srila Sanatana Goswami Pada Ki Jai. So, in instructing Sanatana Goswami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him, Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavan Jeev. As the jivas, innumerable jivas, like us, we're all jivas. That's all we are. We're not these physical bodies. This is only a dress. This dress will be taken off and thrown away, and then another dress will come. But we are the Atma, we are the Jiva, the living entity who is within this body. And what is our actual goal of our existence? The purpose of our existence actually is to do what? Jiver Swarupahoy Krishner Nitya Das. Krishner Tatasta Shakti Bed Abed Prakash. The Swarup, the very individual form of the Jiva, is meant only for one purpose. Nitya Krishna Das. Eternal servant of Krishna. Nitya Krishna Das. He has no other purpose. But the jivas have forgotten their relationship with Krishna. And now they're wandering in this material world, as we have also been for millions upon millions and inconceivable millions of lifetimes, in all the different species of life. And how many times we have come through the entire chain of birth and death, going through all 8,400,000 species of life. How many times has this happened to us? We don't know. It could be millions of times. And come to the human form after all of that, and finally in the human form of life, to actually become fortunate. This is very rare in the material world, but yet it is the truth. And this is made possible by who? By Krishna and the Guru. So as I was quoting this verse, Brahmanda Brahmite, which means wandering and wandering. Brahmite means wandering. Wandering where? Brahmanda Brahmite. Throughout this Brahmanda, this universe. Wandering and wandering. Then kono bhagyavan jiv. Amongst all these jivas that are wandering, there may be a jiva who becomes fortunate. Kono means someone. Kono bhagyavan jiv. Bhagyavan means fortunate. So he becomes fortunate. And then what takes place for that jiva? Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. By the combined mercy of Sri Guru and Krishna, then that jiva who has been wandering and wandering, he receives Bhakti Lata Bij. That means the seed of the creeper, the lata, liana. He receives the seed of the creeper of bhakti. And this is the most fortunate thing that can happen to any jiva. Most fortunate. When the jiva receives the seed of the bhakti lata, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave very relevant instructions to Rupa Goswami. What to do then? Once one has received that seed, now you have to become a good gardener. You have to garden. You have to learn how to garden nicely. And what's the number one main thing that you have to do? Oh, this tiny little seed that is planted in the heart, it has to grow. But it cannot grow unless water comes. You have to water that seed, and water and water and water every single day. What is that water? Shravanam Kirtanam Jali. The water of hearing and chanting about Krishna. How is that possible? Through the medium of Sri Guru and the Guru Parampara. Hari Guru Vaishnava. Through the saintly persons, through the Guru Parampara disciplic succession, we can learn everything about how to be a good gardener, how to protect this creeper of bhakti, how to be engaged in this process of Shuddha Bhakti 24 hours a day, and how to actually revive our spiritual identity, who we actually are, through the process of Bhakti Yoga, beginning with Shraddha, beginning with faith. And after that, by that faith, then we come into association of Vaishnavas. And this is very fortunate, to come into the association of Vaishnavas. There are different levels of Vaishnavas, but all Vaishnavas, in one sense, they are all to be respected and worshipped by us, even Kanishta. Because why? Because they're very rare jivas who have now come to this pathway, and now in their life they will adopt this pathway. Grihe tako, bane tako, sada hadi bole tako. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, does not matter whether you are a grihastha in married life, household life, grihe tako, vane tako, or you are in renounced life, like going to the forest, vanaprastha sannyasi, brahmachari, like this. Sada Hari Bole Dako, always chant Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Always chant Krishna Nam, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Always, Sada Hari Bole Dakam. Always chant the name of Krishna. So, the Guru Tattva principle, we have so many songs in our songbook, written by our acharyas. They have also illuminated the principle of Guru Tattva. How to understand Guru, how to submit to Guru, how to serve Guru, how to follow the instructions of Guru, how to receive the blessings of Guru, how to recognize Guru, how to worship Guru. All these conceptions, they're all given just in the songs alone of all of our acharyas. And all the other tattvas, Krishna Tattva, Radha Tattva, Bhagavat Tattva, Gaura Tattva, Nityananda Tattva, all, Jeev Tattva, everything is given in the disciplic succession, coming down from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, Srila Vyasadeva, he is the mercy incarnation also. Because without the mercy of Krishna, Vyasadeva would not have come. So I want to read a lecture by our Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. It's very short, about this day called Guru Purnima. So he's telling that today is the birthday of Srila Vyasadeva. And who is he the son of? Who is Vyasadeva the son of? Who's the father of Vyasadeva? Do you know? You know? Yes. Parashara Muni. So, Parashara Muni begot his son Vyasadeva. And then, Srila Vyasadeva, in his activities within this world, he divided the Vedas into 4 sections. This is a very, very short summary of his contribution. He divided the Vedas into 4 sections. What are they? Rig, Sama, Yajur, Atharva Veda. And then he took the essence of all of the Vedas, and he took the essence of all of the Upanishads, which are the philosophical sections of the Vedas. And then what did he write? Vedanta Sutra, which is also called Brahma Sutra. Why is it called Brahma Sutra? Because Brahma means who? Krishna. Absolute truth, Brahma. Atato Brahma Jigyasa. So, he wrote the essence, which is called Vedanta. Veda Anta. It means the conclusion of all Veda. What does Veda mean? Knowledge. Veda means knowledge. There is no such thing as knowledge without Veda. So Vedanta means, okay, now we're going to tell you the conclusion of all the Vedic knowledge. So he took the essence of all the Vedas and the Upanishads, and he wrote Brahma Sutra. Why? So that everyone would be able to very easily understand Brahma Sutra. So in other words, Vyasadeva is making everything more and more and more understandable. So, and then after that, he wrote Mahabharata. Mahabharata is the greatest epic on our planet. Yes. In universities, all throughout the entire world, you go to any university, and they will know that there is this literature which is called Mahabharata from India. And this literature is the greatest and the longest epic. There are other epics, like the Greek mythology and all of that. But Mahabharata is called the epic. the epic. And it comes from Veda. So, the Mahabharata is the story of what? Our planet, Bharat. Bharatvarsha. This planet used to be known as Bharat. Bharatvarsha, the whole planet did. But gradually, over time, this section, this area of India and other countries, gradually it reduced and reduced in size. But that was called Bharat, Bharatvarsha. And who is it named after? Bharat Maharaj. In the dynasty of Sri Krishna. Forefather in the dynasty. So, when Srila Vyasadeva wrote the Mahabharata, then he also placed another condensation of the Vedic knowledge in the Mahabharata. And what is that condensation of the whole Mahabharata knowledge? It's called Bhagavad Gita, the song of Bhagavan, the song of Krishna, the song of God. And it's also called Gita Upanishad. Why? Why is it called Gita Upanishad? Why Upanishad? Why the word is used, Upanishad? Yeah. But the Upanishads are what? They are the philosophical section of the Vedic knowledge. Upanishad. There are many, many Upanishads. But the Bhagavad Gita is called Gita Upanishad. Why? Because Krishna himself took the knowledge in all these other Upanishads and he condensed it into 700 verses. And if you read that, you'll understand the absolute truth. Bhagavad Gita. No other book can be compared with this book. So, Gurudev is explaining that Vyasadeva wrote all these books. But yet, even after writing all of these literatures, Vyasadeva, he wasn't happy. He didn't feel happiness in his heart, even after giving this incredible contribution. Why? Why didn't he feel happy? He could not understand, actually. He couldn't reason it. He couldn't understand the reason for it. Why am I not happy? I've done all this. So then what happened? Then, as Vyasadeva was in this condition, in his ashram, in the Himalaya mountains, then his own Gurudev, spiritual master, Srila Devarshi Narada Muni. Devarshi means amongst all the devas and all of the rishis, all the demigods and all the rishis, he is the topmost. So when Narada came from the sky with his veena and he descended there, then Vyasadeva greeted him, gave him a seat, and even without speaking anything, immediately Narada Muni understood that Vyasadeva was very, very unsatisfied and unhappy in his heart. And he asked him the question, why are you not happy? You should be happy, because you have fully delineated the subject of what? Nirvishesh Brahma. The impersonal Brahma has been fully delineated in your literatures, and all other knowledge you have also delineated. So why should you be despondent in spite of all of this? So then Srila Vyasadeva replied, O Gurudev, all that you have said about me, yes, it's perfectly correct. But despite this, I am not pacified, and I don't know why. So I therefore question you about the root cause of my dissatisfaction. Because you have unlimited knowledge. So I'm questioning you to point out what's the root cause. You can tell me, because you are my Gurudev. So then, Narada said, you have written and you have divided the Vedas, and you have also written Brahma Sutra, you have also written the Puranas and even Mahabharata and Gita, but you have basically only described 4 things. What are those? Yes. Dharma, religion, artha, economic development, calm, sense gratification, and moksha, liberation. You have mainly just described those. And you have not written about the fact that although Krishna is the Supreme Lord, he performs sweet, human-like pastimes of braja. You've not written about that. And that is why you are not happy. Because why? You have not done what? What have you not done?
Describe Krishna's pastime.
Sweet, human-like pastimes. Although he's the supreme absolute truth, but he descended and performed sweet, human-like pastimes. You have not described this. Where did he perform them? In Braja. So, because you have not done this, that is why you're not happy. So please, now Narada is giving him an instruction. Please try to write about how Mother Yashoda, his mother, binds Krishna and chastises him. And although he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he's Parabrahma, but he was weeping bitterly because of this. He was weeping because he was bound by his mother. Please write about Krishna playing with his friends. And write about how his friends used to defeat him in various games. They would play so many games in the forest. And they'd climb on each other's shoulders like this. Yeah? And they would actually sometimes defeat Krishna. And also, you should write about how Krishna placed his head. Krishna placed his own head at the feet of the gopis. Yes. And he told the gopis, I have no capacity to repay you. Even if I would have the lifespan of Brahmaji. How long does Brahmaji live? You know? 311 trillion years. That's when you figure it all out by multiplying the length of time of his day, of his night, and 100 years. 311 trillion earthly years. But Krishna is telling to the gopis, Naparayeham niravadya samyujam svasadu krityam vibudayushapiva. Even if I had the length of time of Brahmaji, in that whole time period, I would never be able to repay you, O gopis. For what? What is it that the gopis, so invaluable, so incredibly exalted, that Krishna is informing them, my dear gopis, I'm not able to repay you. For what? For your spotless service. Spotless. That means it's absolutely 1,000,000 trillion% pure, not one speck of personal motive. Nothing. He says, Krishna says, Yamabhajan durjara geha shrinkala samvrishya tadva pratiyatu sadhuna. You have worshipped me cutting off all domestic ties. Is that a very easy thing for a lady in the material world to do? To cut off all of her domestic ties? No. By nature, the womanly nature is to be in family life, to have relationships with mother, father, sisters, brothers, uncles, aunts, children, and so forth. This is normal human behavior. But it's very, very difficult for them to give up this attachment, this identification. But what did the gopis do? They worshipped Krishna, and as they were worshipping, they cut off all domestic ties, which are very difficult to break. Durjara, geha shrinkala. Durjara, you cannot break them. Very difficult. So Krishna pointed this out to the gopis. This is what you have given to me. And you have defeated me. You have defeated me. Because normally, I can reciprocate with everyone. Does Krishna tell that in the Bhagavad Gita? Ye yata mam prapatyante tamstataiva bhajami aham. As persons surrender to me, I reward them exactly, reciprocally, according to their surrender. More surrender, more I give myself. But in your case, O gopis, I've been completely defeated. I have no ability to repay you. So, Narada Muni is telling this to Vyasadeva. Did you tell about this in your writings? This kind of relationship that Krishna has with the gopis?
No, Gurudev.
Then Narada asked, have you written Gopi Geet? Have you written Venu Geet? Have you written Brahmana Geet? And all the other Geets? Vyasadeva replied, no, I haven't. Nothing of the sort. Then Narada said, oh, you should concentrate your mind by Bhakti Yoga. Now Narada Muni is telling Vyasadeva what he needs to do. Because Vyasadeva wants to know the solution to his problem. Which is what? He cannot understand why he's not satisfied. Now Narada already told him, this is why you're not satisfied. Because you haven't written these things. Huh? So then, now Narada told him, okay, now you should do the following. You should concentrate your mind by Bhakti Yoga. And then you will realize all of these past times. So then, when Narada Rishi left Vyasadeva's ashram, that Vyasadeva concentrated his mind in what? In Bhakti Yoga. He concentrated his mind in Bhakti Yoga. And he entered into a very deep samadhi, trance. He entered into this very, very deep samadhi, trance. And what did he see? He saw the Supreme Parabrahma, the Param Brahma, the Absolute Truth, Krishna. He saw Krishna, and with Krishna, present before Krishna, he saw Srimati Radhika, Lalita, Vishaka, Krishna's mother, Yashoda, his father, Nanda Baba. He saw Subal, Sridham, and all his associates were also present. So Srila Vyasadeva, he thus saw Krishna's pastimes. Which pastimes? All. From his birth up to Dwarka Leela. He saw all of Krishna's pastimes. And then he also saw how the souls in this world who had forgotten him, how they were covered by Maya. He could see that. He could see how Maya was covering all the souls, the jivas. And he also saw how certain souls in this world, by the help of a bona fide guru, they were performing bhajan and they were going towards Krishna. He could see that that was the process. So in his trance, he then wrote Srimad Bhagavatam. He wrote Srimad Bhagavatam in his trance. And who did he write it for? For those who are not aware of all these transcendental topics. Here's the verse. Yasyam Vaishruyamanayam Krishne Paramapurushe Bhaktir Utpadyate Pungsam Shokamoha Bhayapaha. This is 1st Canto, 7th chapter, 7th verse. Here it is telling Yasyam Vaishruyamanayam. This means simply by giving oral reception to this Vedic literature, then what takes place? Then the feeling for loving devotional service to Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, utpadyate pungsam. That means that feeling of devotion to Krishna sprouts up at once to extinguish the fire of lamentation, illusion, and fearfulness. These are the words of Narada Muni to Vyasadeva. Shoka, moha, bhaya. Apaha. They will be completely extinguished by hearing these topics of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, Gurudev is telling that the meaning of the verse, it is that bhakti enters the hearts of those who hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes. Simple. Hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhakti will enter your hearts. And then, what will happen to that person who hears the Srimad Bhagavatam and bhakti enters his heart? Very simple. Gurudev says, such persons become happy forever. Very simple. You hear Srimad Bhagavatam, bhakti comes up in your heart, and you become happy forever. Huh? Yes. And all calamities and all sufferings leave them, these fortunate persons. So then Srila Vyasadeva wrote Srimad Bhagavatam in his trance of Bhakti Yoga. And after that, he taught it to his son, Srila Shukadeva Goswami. And then from Srila Shukadeva Goswami, it went to the entire world. Gaur Premanande Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. So today is the birthday of that very same Vyasadeva, and therefore this day is called Guru Puja or Vyas Puja. Gaur Premanande. So what do you think, my dear devotees, on this day of Guru Purnima? Do you think it's a good idea to study the Srimad Bhagavatam given by Vyasadeva? It is the final commentary on the Vedas. Did you know that? There's no more. After that, that's it. It's the conclusion of all the Vedic knowledge. And it was inspired by Narada Muni, who was inspired by Brahmaji, who was inspired by Krishna. And the Srimad Bhagavatam was written in the trance of Bhakti Yoga by Vyasadeva. So how valuable. That's why when our Srila Prabhupada, the savior of the world, came on the ship across the Atlantic Ocean, he brought with him Srimad Bhagavatam. 3 volumes, 1st canto. I just finished reading a wonderful, wonderful book by my god sister, Govinda Dasi, one of Prabhupada's first female disciples. And she told so beautifully all of her experiences of being with Srila Prabhupada for the first approximately 8 months. And then Prabhupada had to go back to India. So I'm going to write to her and ask her, where's your second volume? Because he went to India in 1967 to recover his health. For 4 months he was here. So, but she explained how that first 6 months, non-stop practically, with Srila Prabhupada, first in San Francisco and then in New York City. She was brand new. Her husband, Gaur Sundar, was brand new. And they learned, and it was very interesting to see how Srila Prabhupada, little by little, by little, by little, by little, gradually, just by his divine presence, just by serving him, by being with him, by listening to him, going on morning walks with him for 6 months, she absolutely fell in love with him. And what were they doing during the daytime? Reading Srimad Bhagavatam. Her and her husband were reading those 3 volumes of Srimad Bhagavatam. And they were painting and drawing for Srila Prabhupada and his publications. So, Prabhupada brought the Srimad Bhagavatam knowing that this is it. This is what the world needs, is the Srimad Bhagavatam and the Bhagavad Gita. This is what the world needs. So he brought the Bhagavatam, and in his first months of being in America, he translated the Bhagavad Gita and wrote his Bhaktivedanta purports to his Bhagavad Gita as it is. And that's the basis. And I remember Govinda Dasi was describing that Srila Prabhupada, while he was there, they found a house for him to recuperate because he had a heart attack in New York. And gradually he was gaining strength over a period of a few weeks on the seashore, every day breathing in the ocean air and the sun, and the morning sun, and Prabhupada was saying, this is my medicine. Because they were trying to poke him with needles in the hospital. He said, that's enough. And then she was picking roses from people's rose gardens because she told all the neighbors who also had their houses right on the seashore that her grandfather was recuperating from a heart attack. So they all said, yes, please take our roses. Because she told them that he loves the smell of roses. He said it's like medicine for him. Oh yes, take. And every single day she would come and pile up tons and tons and tons of roses. How many colors? About 6. All 6 different colors of roses. And then she would put them in vases, vases. But she didn't have enough vases. So then she cut some cardboard boxes and made vases and decorated Prabhupada's room, every single place. The television set, which was never used, she put roses on there. She put roses on the dresser. She put roses on every single place where there was a flat surface. So Prabhupada's room smelled like roses. And Prabhupada would take the rose and he would inhale the beautiful fragrance of the rose and he would say, yes, this is the real medicine, you see. And then Prabhupada would receive his daily massage by supremely fortunate jivas, one of them named Kirtanananda and the other named Gaur Sundar, her husband. And they would massage Prabhupada's body with mustard oil, with some camphor in the mustard oil. And they would massage Prabhupada's transcendental lotus head with sandalwood oil, with camphor in the sandalwood oil. So Govinda Dasi, the title of her book is A Place of Sandalwood and Roses. That's the title. And she talked about how this time with Srila Prabhupada completely captured her heart. This is the miracle that Srila Prabhupada performed, who no one else could yet do it. After hundreds of years from Mahaprabhu's time, no one could yet do it. And now the Senapati Bhakta, as predicted by Nityananda Prabhu, that in the future a great general of Mahaprabhu's army will descend and will bring this message to every single continent, country throughout the whole world. So, what is Guru? Guru is the representation of Krishna for the conditioned souls. And therefore, our beautiful Gurvashtakam, which if you have not memorized it or you have not recited it, you better start to do it, because it's essential to pray every single day Gurvashtakam. Samsara dava nagalita loka Tranaya karuna gananatham pratasya kalyana gunarnavasya Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nritya Gita Varitramadhyam Manasura Sena Romanchakam Pashrutaranga Bhajo Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Shri Vigraha Radhana Nityananda Shrikarantan Mandira Marjanado Yuktasya Bhaktamscha Niyunjatopi Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Chaturvida Sri Bhagavan Prasadam Sadhana Triptam Hari Bhakta Sangam Daiva Triptim Vasada Sadaiva Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Shri Radhika Madhava Yorapara Madhurya Leela Guru Rupanana Pratikshana Sadhana Pasya Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Nikunjayono Natikemesita Yayari Dejukira Pechaniya Tatra Didaksha Nuki Vallabhasya Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Sakshararite Nasamasta Shastra Vruktastatha Bhavyata Eva Sadati Kintu Prabhuya Priya Eva Tasya Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Yasya Prasadat Bhagavat Prasado Yasya Prasadat Bhagati Gurtobi Jayam Stuvam Shasyaya Shastri Sanyam Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Srimad Guru Rastakame Tarucha Prame Muhurte Pratati Prayatna Yastena Vrindavana Nata Sakshat Sevaiva Labhyo Jana Shantaheva Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri
Guru Shila Guru Deva Jagat Guru Shila Guru Deva Jaya Jaya Guru Dev Guru Dev Guru Dev Guru Dev Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Guru Parampara, Guru Parampara, Guru Parampara, Guru Parampara. Srila Veda Vyas, Srila Veda Vyas, Veda Vyas, Srila Veda Vyas. Hari Sai Gaura Hari Jai, Hari Jai, Hari Jai, Hari Jai. Hari Sai Gaura Hari Jai, Hari Jai, Hari Jai, Hari Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi. So this Guru Tattva, just in ending today's program, this Guru Tattva principle is actually Krishna. How do we know that? Because Krishna himself has told this to Uddhava in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Which verse? Tell the meaning, please. Take the mic.
My dear
Mic.
Acharya Mamdegana Navadvajay Takaricha Ramarcha Bujay Sriyata Saradeva Maharaj Guru. Oh my dear Uddhava, know that the Acharya, Sadguru, as my very self.
Mam, Acharya, Mam. I am.
He is. This is my very self. I am that. Never disrespect him or in any way or consider him an ordinary human being. He is the sum total of all demigods, all gods. That supreme personality, servitor Godhead.
So what is the principle? No, don't keep the mic. What is the principle of Guru Tattva? How does it come from Krishna? Because Krishna is telling directly, himself, he's telling to Uddhava. And he's saying, Acharya Mam Vijanayan. You should know this, Uddhava, that I am the Acharya. Nava manyeta karhichit. Not at any time should you disrespect the Acharya. Nava amanyeta karhichit. You should not be envious of him. Namartya buddhya suyeta. Asuyeta means you should not envy the Acharya. You should not have martya buddhi, thinking that the Acharya is an ordinary human being. Sarvadeva Mayo Guru. Guru. The principle of Guru is the complete sum total of all the devas, all the demigods. Why? Because all of them, they emanate from Krishna. They are appointed to their services within this material universe by Krishna. But the Guru is even in a higher position than them. Why? Can you say, Maharaj? Why is the Guru in a higher position than even the demigods? Because he's Krishna. Huh? Acharya Mam Vijaniya. The Guru is a manifestation of Krishna. So the Guru is even beyond the demigods. Also, we know that Krishna gives this instruction to Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita. That what should he do? What should Arjuna do? In order to understand this transcendental knowledge, this transcendental science, what should Arjuna do? Tadvidi pranipatena.
Tadvidi paripatena.
Pariprashnena.
Pariprashnena sevyam upadeksham jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshana. Oh Arjuna, in the very beginning you should approach the self-realized soul and approach him with humility and with service and inquiry, humble inquiry. Because he has seen the truth, Tattva Darshan. He has seen the ultimate absolute truth. He can impart knowledge unto you with your submissive inquiry and seva.
Kyaninas tattvadarshi. Tattvadarshina. In this material world, such a person is rare. He's called a tattvadarshi. He doesn't see like we see through our eyes. He does not have the ordinary vision of a conditioned soul. What does he see? He sees Krishna everywhere. He sees that the jivas are Krishna's servants. They're not serving him. He sees tattva. He sees truth, the principle of truth. So there is no other way to gain this knowledge except through such a person. Without approaching such a person, no one can, no one has, and no one ever will be able to attain this knowledge of the absolute truth, tad vidhi. But there are three essential things in relation to the Tattvadarshi, the spiritual master, that must be done by the conditioned soul when they approach the spiritual master. What are those three things? Pranipat, pariprashna, and seva. If those three things are not done in relation to the self-realized soul, no knowledge can be transmitted. No one. So what is the first thing? This is in a succession, by the way. It's not that you do the last thing first. You do the first thing first. When you approach Sri Guru, then what you have to do? Pranipat. What does that mean? Pranipat. What does that mean? That you take your very pran, your life, and you place it at the feet of Sri Guru. You know, our Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, he used to tell this about when he approached his Guru Maharaj. He did exactly this. And he knelt before his Guru. You can see in the Samadhi, there's a very, very nice diorama of Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj with his arms extended, and Srila Narayan Maharaj coming out of his household life is dressed in ordinary dress, and he's kneeling before his Guru like this. But what did he do? When he came to the lotus feet of his Guru Maharaj, he said, I told to my Gurudev, I am taking all the affection that I have for my family members. I am taking all of this affection for my friends, for all. And I am placing this at your lotus feet. Please accept me. I am placing this at your lotus feet. Now, my affection is only given to you, only to you. And did he prove that? Oh yes. For decades and decades and decades, he proved this. Not only speaking it. So without pranipat, of course, for the conditioned soul, in general, it's not so easy to do that. Not so easy, because in Kali Yuga, people are very conditioned. They're conditioned by what? The material nature, material energy, Maya. So it's not very easy for them to understand, how can I give myself at the lotus feet of Sri Guru? But when they associate with Shraddha and faith and hear from Sri Guru, then gradually, all their doubts are cleared. Gradually, their anarthas are also cleared. And strong faith, very strong faith, nishta, it comes into the heart. So in this way, Shri Krishna has told that upon approaching Sri Guru, first of all, this has to be done. But if someone cannot do that, like majority of people, they get some piety, they get some sukriti. But if they're very fortunate and they understand, okay, now I have been given by the Supreme Lord this opportunity, golden opportunity in my life, to come to the lotus feet of Guru and Guru Parampara and Krishna. And now I am going to try my level best to surrender. So first that must be there, that attitude of submissiveness. Then, pariprashna. What does it mean to ask questions? Pariprashna, to put forward relevant inquiry. Just like we heard Vyasadeva put forward a very relevant inquiry to Narada Muni. I don't know why. I am not happy. When Sanatana Goswami Pad, whose disappearance day it is today, when he came to the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he asked to him also, in a very humble way, he took a piece of straw in his teeth and in his hands. And he surrendered at the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu. He placed his head at Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. And then when he sat up, he said, people think that I'm a very learned person, scholarly, and so forth. But actually, I don't even know who I am. So he asked this question to Mahaprabhu, Ke Ami? Who am I? Who am I? Kene jare tapatroy. Why am I always being placed under the suffering conditions of these threefold miseries of material existence? Why? Who am I? Why am I suffering? And if I don't know the answer to these questions, then what? How can I truly benefit myself? Truly benefit myself. The whole world does not know how to benefit themselves nowadays. They don't know. They're thinking that by some political, activity, that they can get all riled up and solve their problems. Become great again. But they don't understand that the material world is not the place for us to become great. This is the place for us to understand who is the supreme great and to submit and become his servant. If they understood that, then political gatherings could be productive. That has to be there. And it's going to be. Because everybody's going to get really damn crushed very soon. Very soon. It's just around the corner. And it's Mahaprabhu's golden plan. But we're not going to talk about that now. So, it's coming because Mahaprabhu is the supreme merciful personality. Do you think he's going to come on this planet and let all of this nonsense go on and the people not be able to embrace what he's come to give, Krishna Prem to all jivas, that's never been given before in the 8.6 billion years since the previous day of Brahma. No, Mahaprabhu is not going to let that go. He's got a whole plan. It's been executed from the time that he came onto the planet. Srila Prabhupada told this. Srila Gurudev told this also. From the moment that Mahaprabhu came on the planet, the whole planet started to change. What was that called 500 years ago? The Renaissance. The Renaissance. That was inspired by Mahaprabhu, Gurudev told. And in the Renaissance, what did they do? Over a period of a few hundred years, they developed modern science, technology, all of this, and they developed all of these amazing machines and communications and transportation and this and that. For what purpose? Only one. To bring the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the whole world. Yeah, that's the only purpose. Gurudev told us. And Prabhupada also told that a lot of technology is going to be completely destroyed in the war that's coming. Atomic explosion is just going to destroy and crush. But after that, the human society is going to be in shock. And they will have learned a lesson that without God, their lives are useless. And then they're going to be searching like anything. And Mahaprabhu is arranging to send his preachers by the thousands. He's sending them already sent, many of them, already taken birth in this world. Because without Guru Tattva, nothing can happen. So what is this Guru principle? Oh, I forgot, the last one, Seva. You have to inquire from Guru, like Sanatana Goswami inquired. And then Mahaprabhu described the solution to all the problems. And he spoke with Sanatana Goswami for 2 entire months in Varanasi. But Krishna told that Pranipat, Pariprashna, Seva. You must have these 3 things, otherwise the exchange of transcendental knowledge cannot take place. If someone is not doing pranipat, they cannot connect with Guru. If they're not doing sincere desire to hear from Guru, questioning Guru, but not just questioning, questioning also means hearing. And within that hearing, then questions also arise and you begin to become illuminated with knowledge. That's called pariprashna. And then seva. Without serving, it's not possible. So therefore, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he himself told in the Rath Yatra festival, Naham vipronacha narapatir napi vaishyo nashudra. Naham varani nacha grihapatir nova nosto yatirva. Kintu prodyan nikala paramananda puranam ritabder. Gopi bartu padakamalyor dasa dasa anudasa. Service. We are servants. We are meant to serve. When we can learn how to serve without any ulterior motives, only for the pleasure of the served, of the worshipable Supreme Lord. If we can serve without any other material desires, very quickly we will realize our relationship with Krishna. So that service begins with service to Guru. If someone doesn't become Guru Das, they can never become Krishna Das. Impossible. All of the Gurus in our disciplic succession, did any of them have no Guru? No, they all had Gurus. All, including Mahaprabhu himself. He also accepted Guru. Nityananda, Advaita Acharya, they're the Supreme Lords, but they accepted Guru. So therefore the Chaitanya Charitamrita begins with the first chapter, and that chapter is Guru Tattva chapter. Should read that very carefully. It's very, very deep philosophy, and also the purports. Many of them are given directly by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. That first chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita, because the principle of Guru is everything. And the very first shloka of the Chaitanya Charitamrita is telling about how Krishna manifests himself in six different features, expansions. Guru, Goshte, wait. No, I was quoting the wrong verse because we're discussing that verse so often. Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktan, Isham Avatarakan, Tat Prakashamscha, Tat Shakti, Krishna Chaitanya Samgyatam. So the first principle is Bande Gurun, and the syllable na is at the end of the word guru. Gurun. Why? Do you know why? Because it means plural number. Guru is not just one, Guru is infinite. So the principle of Guru, Bande Guru, where does that come from? From Krishna, because Krishna expands himself as his first expansion. Who is that? Baladev, Balaram. Bala means spiritual strength, Bala. So Balaram is the source of all spiritual strength. And he is also the Akhanda Guru Tattva principle, because he is the first person who is although he's the Supreme Lord, but he is the servant of Krishna. He derives all of his ecstasy and relish of taste of service, of bhakti rasa, of prem ras. He derives that from service to Krishna, and he is the greatest servant of Krishna, and he expands himself in other expansions. I'm not going to go through the sequence, that will take too long. But ultimately, that same Baladev, Mahasankarshan, Mool Sankarshan, Karanadakshay Vishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Kirodakshay Vishnu, Ananta Shesha. But as Kirodakshay Vishnu, he's the super soul in the heart. He's the Guru principle in the heart of every jiva. That Paramatma form is a part of 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 who? Of Baladev. And that is given in the Chaitanya Charitamrita first chapters. There were 5 shlokas composed by Swarup Damodar Goswami describing the Baladev principle and how Baladev expands in that way. So when a jiva in this material world manifests as Guru, that very principle of the jiva manifesting the Guru Tattva principle, that is actually Guru Tattva, that is Krishna. That is through the connection with Baladev. So finally, in the Gurvastakam, which we just sang, there in the 7th shloka, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has so nicely told that Sakshad Haritena Samasta Shastra Ruptastata Bhavyata Eva Sadhavi. Sakshad Haritvena means directly Hari. Sakshad means directly. Sakshad Haritvena means non-different, direct manifestation of Hari. So, Samasta Shastra, all the Shastras are proclaiming this truth. Ruktastata Bhavyata Eva Sadhavi. All Sadhavi means all the saints, all the sages, all the munis, rishis, they all declare this principle that Sri Guru is directly Hari. That's a pretty big position to have in the material world, don't you think? But then Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, Kintu Rakuya Kriya Eva Tasya. Kintu means, however. Although he is Sakshad Hari, what is his other identity? As Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar says, the Guru principle has 2 sides. His divinely inspired side and his devotee side. That Sri Guru never thinks that I'm supreme personality sakshat. He doesn't think like that. The disciple is supposed to think like that. But he feels himself to be Kintu Prabhuya. Prabhuya means Prabhu, Supreme Lord. However, Kintu Prabhuya Priya Evatas. He is Priya, very dear to Krishna, to Prabhu. So this is the Guru Tattva principle. And on this day of Vyas Puja Day, the appearance of Vyasadeva, we are worshipping all of our Guru Parampara, ultimately going up to Srila Vyasadeva, to Narada Muni, and then to Lord Brahma, and ultimately to Krishna. So I pay my obeisances at the lotus feet of Srila Vyasadeva, at the lotus feet of all my Guru Parampara, at the lotus feet of all the pure devotees and the exalted Vaishnavas. I pray that one day in some lifetime I can become an actual servant of them, and I can fulfill their desires, that all the jivas in this world should learn about Krishna and they should develop their relationship with Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhu bhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Jai Shri Krishna Dvaipayana Veda Vyasadeva ki jai. Srila Vyasadeva ki jai. Shri Guru Tattva ki jai. Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Bola Bola. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna. Jaya Vishwabhalu Nandini Radhe Radhe, Vishwabhalu Nandini Radhe Radhe. Jaya Ashtasaki Shiromani Radhe Radhe, Ashtasaki Shiromani Radhe Radhe. Jaya Kadumana Mohini Radhe Radhe, Kadumana Mohini Radhe Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna. Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Hari Sai Gaura, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Mundam se Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Premanande, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Shri Guru Purnima Maha Mahotsava ki jai. Vrindai Tulsi Devai, Priyaye Keshavasya cha, Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi, Satyavachai Namo Namaha, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhubhyeva cha, Patitanam Bhavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. All glory to the assembled devotees.